Hello YouTube, this is Deltaskarm97 here, bringing you the second episode of Deltaskarm97 Plays Duel Arena Quest Mode. So, we are going on to the first part. So, let's see. Other stages, we're starting with stage 1. The first stage is not that hard. You should not lose this at all. So we're going to start off. This part is basically teaching you that if your opponent has no monsters, you can attack them directly. And also we only have level 4 lowers, probably is showing that you can summon those right away, as long as there's no special requirements to summon them. So there we go. That's the first part of the stage 1. Trust me, it does get harder. It's only like the baby steps at the moment. So stage 2. This is just teaching you how to set this one. Basically, what it's trying to teach you is, if you set a monster, it basically means it's in defense mode, and the defense points vary between monsters usually. Well, always. And if your opponent attacks the defense position monster, it will flip up. If the defense points are lower than the attack of the monster that's attacking it, it will be destroyed. If the defense points are higher though, neither monster is destroyed, and the difference between your monster's defense points and your opponent's attack point monster is dealt to them as damage. Okay, time to win. Yep, we'll draw. Attack, Silverfang. Let's go. Yep, and that's the end of that one. No, I don't want to enter any tip. I've already entered my tip. Stage 1, 3. This one basically teaches you about spell cards. There's many different types of spell cards. The first one is normal spell cards. The second one's quick play. Then there's equip, field spell, and continuous. I think there is one more. Oh yeah, ritual spells as well. But if there are any more, let me know, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But I think I have covered them all. Yeah, it's basically showing you now, because my attack point monster is has the same attacks, defense, and you know what I mean. Basically, we take no damage and both monsters stay where they are. Plain and simple. Now we get to learn about piercing damage. This spell can grant monsters piercing damage, but there's also actual monsters that have effects that can do piercing damage themselves, which I'm much more preferable to. There we go. You have to forgive me, guys, I've got a really bad cough. Now, on to the second part of spells. There are actual spells that can deal you damage and also recover your life points. And a lot of these cards help make the burn decks that you see at times. So for example, Dankido, that kills you by 1000, bam. Goblin Thief, inflicts 500 to your opponent, and lets you gain 500. And for the final blow, play this. Just a recommendation, don't play Tremendous Fire right off the bat. You will probably, well, yeah, you will lose. Because where we only had 500 points at the start, and Tremendous Fire's backfire effect pretty much is to deal 500 points of damage in exchange for you dealing 1000. Okay, you say. This basically involves trap cards. Like for example this one. Trap cards, basically you have to set them before you're allowed to activate them. You have to wait one turn obviously as well. So I can spring this on him because the conditions are met. Sorry Dark Blade, you're out. Oh, Mirror Force. Oh, this brings back too many memories. And I'm not talking about good ones. Because there was a lot of duels I've been in where I've had a great setup field of monsters and I go in to attack the game and behold, Mirror Force right in my face. Destroys all my monsters and my opponent goes for game on the next turn. But this time, it's mine to manipulate. Mwahaha. Okay then, you can defend with Dark Blade all you like. I'm just gonna set this really trollish face down. Magic Cylinder. And in my turn. This trap will be quite the nasty surprise. If he wants to attack me, which he does not. But oh well, I'll have to resort to plan B. Go for H Heated Heart. To go for piercing damage. Like what was presented in the last stage. And we win. No, don't want window tip. Let's go. And here's the boss. The final, well, the boss of stage 1, and this should end all the tutorial stuff. It will. Because in future stages we'll be able to use not only our own decks, but the partner decks. Okay now. With pendulum summoning, it's all to do with the scale. So this has scale 1, this is scale 8. The numbers in between the scales, basically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, are the levels of monsters you can summon simultaneously from your hand. But you can also summon pendulum monsters from your extra deck, if you have them in there. Which you will, if they get destroyed. So, Flash Knight, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Performer Pal Turn Toad, and Backhouse Cannon. So, let's try and go for game here. Nah. I won't do it a sec. Because I realised I placed it in the wrong mode. I got too carried away with Pendulum. And there we go. Nah, I won't enter a tip. Let's see how we're doing for time and see if we can do stage 2. Or at least part of stage 2. Okay. We are at 12 minutes. So I'm going to end this here. And I'll be back with the first part of stage 2. This has been Deltaskarm97. Out.